Let's meet your home team. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 93, Michael Brown. The man in the middle, standing 7'2", number 31, number 31. Starting at shooting guard, at 6 foot 6 inches, number 13, Isaiah Evans. Starting at the other guard, standing 6 foot 5, number 4, Caleb Foster. At the other forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 2, Cooper Abraham.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. On Saturday, and then on Monday, here are the starters for Cincinnati. And as a coach, Dan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotation. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. Wow. Fast break, here we go. Here's Foster, and it's Foster finishing it off.
He takes advantage of them in any way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Pass to Mitchell, 5 to shoot. Drains it from beyond the arc.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
And it's sent back by Mitchell. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Thomas against Foster.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Evans with it. Pass to Brown. And Thomas over to help. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Hickman, defended by Foster. Had a hand on it. And here comes the break. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Pass to Mitchell. Here he goes. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for Cincinnati, Mitchell.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Good on the shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And he comes up with the deuce.
given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The first one falls.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Thomas goes in, cuts off the pass. It's stolen by Brown. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Thomas. There's the drive. The layup off target. Gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Tries again. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Crafty move. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Back to Brown.
Cincinnati foul call.
And Cincinnati making a change here. Reed's checked in.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. He's got 11.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Cincinnati trails by 9. Bounce pass, Thomas. Will it go? And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
All the officials are all over that one.
Reed. First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Pass to Page. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Here's Foster. Here's Cazawan. Some solid defense from Reed. Cincinnati trails by 7. And it's Foster with the rebound.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Good work there as it goes.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance. Last same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Number 9, Nathan Mensah.
So it's Cincinnati now. They trail by 9 points. The shot is good, and so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor. Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And J.B. Bickerstaff is called a timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Tries a three.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
A rebound by Casalon. Got 8 of the 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. And it's Brown missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Off the mark with the runner.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
To the paint. There's the steal. Outside, James. Can't cash in from close range. Being at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They are sticking to the campaign. The kick out to Brown.
Cincinnati foul call.
And Cincinnati making a change here.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul. Substitution for Cincinnati. Awoma. Griffith.
Off the inbound. And it's Reed pulling it down. Count that bucket.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Pass to Griffith. Pulls up on the wing. That's good on the jump shot.
Assistant. Number 17.
43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Casalon. It's hauled in by Griffith.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Brown.
Number 8. Kevin McCullough.
Home team on D. They have a 9-point lead.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Cincinnati.
Well, when you can build your lead with the second unit on the floor, that makes the game a heck of a lot easier.
And that one misses. And Cincinnati making a change here. Tyson's checked in. No luck that time either.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Read the pass to Page. Can't get it to fall. 1 second left. The shot will not fall. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Leading by 9. And we'll be back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
47%, pretty solid. On the court right now for Cincinnati. We've got Reed, and it's Griffith in at the 4. And the 3-ball is good.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Cincinnati trails by 12. Here's Hickman. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. Hickman's got his first bucket of the night. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Griffith passes to Hickman. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by Brown. Hickman's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And he drives in. It's hauled in by Griffith. Griffith has got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to the right wing. Here's Hickman. Off target with the open look.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
Here's Cazelon. It's hauled in by Griffith. Griffith has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cincinnati trails by 10. Picked his pocket. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the middle. Left side, Brown. Hey, Stan is a coach. What was the most difficult part when from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
At the line for your home team, Mensa. 1 shot. Got it, baby!
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Reed. Here's Hickman. Misses from short range.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Cincinnati trails by 13. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Furphy. And here's Reed. Clock at 4. There's the pick. The 15-footer. And Crutcher pulls it down.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Misses the layup. For Cincinnati, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Here's Page. Still yet to score. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Lets the 3 fly. Trains the 3-pointer.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. A move that likely helped the league's parity has been shortening max contract lengths. Commissioner Silver says, we used to refer to it as dead money. Star player toward those end years sitting on the bench. We've reduced max contracts to 5 years, and in some cases 6. This way, it moves to more pay for performance. Kevin?
I think, DA, that's a pretty good business decision. It's going to have nice ramifications. Now, here is Reed. 8 points his last outing. Here's Page. It's not going to go for him. Covered by Mitchell. That's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Page. And it's blocked. Both teams deciding to change it up. Gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Tries again. Good D by Mitchell. Cincinnati trails by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. Clearly a foul.
For Cincinnati, they've gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Shooting for Cincinnati.
That one is off.
Taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Foul. First team foul.
For Cincinnati, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And Atkinson calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. So both teams changing it up here. Shooting 40% since the beginning of the second quarter. Covered by Mitchell. Evans inside.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
3rd team foul. Substitution for Cincinnati. Number 13, Griffith.
Covered by Mitchell. And it's sent back by Mitchell. Cincinnati trails by 13. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. They get the rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's the only option.
The first free throw is good. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Evans. There's 1:54 left to play here in the second quarter. Cincinnati trails by 14. Spins. Converts after the nice spin. He's got 8.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
They set the screen. The offensive rebound. Foster dishes to Evans. Covered by Mitchell. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive. You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Reed Cincinnati. Thomas deciding where to go with it. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
That free throw good from Thomas. And both free throws good for Thomas. 1:03 left now here in the second. Covered by Mitchell. The shot from the low post is good. 23 points in the game.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Covered by Mitchell. The second effort. Tries yet again. A rebound by Mitchell.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Back to Thomas. Shoots over Foster. Cincinnati again missing.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Cincinnati foul. Thomas. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Home team. Taking 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Thomas kicks to Mitchell. Here's Reed. Second shot opportunity. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. They lead by 14. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Looking at Cincinnati, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in their first matchup, played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
Changing focus now to that first half, a brutal game so far for Cincinnati.
Poor communication right now. They've been out of sync offensively, and you can feel the frustration building.
Man, they've been taking some wacky shots out there, looking like Ernie out there.
Hey, easy. I got a J. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Out left to the wing. Pass to Foster. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta. Foster's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And for Cincinnati, here's Thomas. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Really strong rebounding on the interior. He gets the easy putback.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
And for Cincinnati, it's deflected, and it's out of bounds to Cincinnati. They'll retain possession. And a minute played as the second half gets going.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end. Just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
That one drops for him. He has 30.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first three shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Thomas. Just 5 on the clock.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
For Cincinnati, they've made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact.
Last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And the second free throw, good. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Brown with it. Now Thomas defending. Brown kicks it to Foster. Evans inside. Nothing on the board. Misses from close range.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Here's Thomas. To the left wing. Fires for three. Hits the three-point bomb. He's got 7.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. For the NBA, content continues to be king. Commissioner Adam Silver says the biggest issue for streaming services is what's called churn. To cancel is just a click. So it's more pay for play these days. We have to focus on people staying with you and having great content throughout the year. Kevin?
You know, he's doing a great job, isn't he, David? Thank you so much. Evans with the rebound. Gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And it's good for 2.
And their defense has taken a turn for the worse here in the second half, allowing way too many easy looks.
Outside Thomas, looking to end his cold spell. Brown against Mitchell. Kicks it out to Evans. Pass to Foster. Now here's Brown. Foster down low. Thomas covering. And it's Foster missing. Cincinnati trails by 17. Here's Mitchell. Banked in off the glass. Mitchell's got 7.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Out of bounds. Cincinnati takes possession. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Hickman covered by Evans.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of those.
Now Cincinnati moving it up. Count that one. He's got 11.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find other contributors.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to talk to his guys. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Covered by Mitchell. Stolen away. Pass to Reed. Clock at 6. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Doing it well here in the third, about 50%. And he gets the bucket. He's got 32.
And that's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team.
Here's Mitchell. Got a piece of it. Driving in. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
17.
Clearly a foul.
Third team foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
And he makes both free throws. Cincinnati trails by 15. Pass to Reed. And it's Foster with the rebound. Gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And it's a great finish! Oh, my.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a tender for the year. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. puts up a three. Out to the right wing. And that one's good. Griffith has got 5 now.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
That's a sport. Getting into the danger area now. He's going to have to be a little more cautious down the stretch.
And Cincinnati making a change here. Alwoma's checked in. Cincinnati trails by 14.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
The tray. And another three for Cincinnati.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
First personal foul, 4th team foul. At the line for your home team.
And the first one drops.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, Cincinnati shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third.
17.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender. Right wing. Reed covering. And it's Reed pulling it down. And they recover it. Count the basket. Brown's got his first 2 points of the night.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Cazelon. Reed covering from the arc. Cazelon, no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Griffith. Some nice passing here by Cincinnati. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Brown, right side. And no good. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 11. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
We've got Brown, and it's Crutcher in at the one. Brown outside. A three-pointer, no good. Cincinnati trails by 11.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact. And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Here's Cazelon. Reed covering. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
First team foul.
No good on that.
Your home team, Mensa. taking 2 shots.
He's off on the second. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Lets it go from 11. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Griffith.
James has got it back down to single digits for Cincinnati. To the right side. With the teardrop. Page with the rebound. Page has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And Cincinnati making a change here.
In for Cincinnati, number 8, Kevin McCullough.
Here's Reed. A rebound by Casalon. Just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Crutcher. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Crutcher's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Page. Connects on the 17-footer.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Home team foul. Crutcher. First personal foul. Second team foul.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
Yeah, this is not about charity, folks. That's his 4th giveaway already. He's letting his guard down out there.
Cincinnati trails by 10. Here's the floater. Reed misses. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Casalon. Here's Crutcher. Buries the long-range jumper. Crutcher's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And here's Reed. Shoots a fader. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Reed. 4th personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for your home team.
First one falls for him. And Cincinnati making a change here. And so he hits both. So it's Cincinnati now. 15-point game. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
Personal foul, 3rd team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
0. 2 shots.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Home team.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. Now, Coach told his team, we're up. Take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
And it goes out of bounds following the shot. And Cincinnati making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game. and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for him right now.
6 to shoot. Cincinnati needs to get off a shot. Reed. Cincinnati again missing. Gone 4 of 7 for the field since the beginning of the fourth. That one goes. Count it. And he has 42.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
They get it back. Yep, that one goes.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. And it's sent back by Mitchell, and they're able to recover. 4 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc, it's rebounded by Cincinnati. Mitchell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Got a hand on it. Driving the lane, it's rebounded by Cincinnati. Covered by Evans. And the wing jumper offline.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for Cincinnati, trailing by 19. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Evans, right side. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Mitchell's got his 5th rebound in this one. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Now Foster. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
First personal foul, 3rd team foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Craig, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Second personal foul, 4th team foul.
And he makes the first.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Mitchell outside. Outside Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That one good for 2.
The assist, 0.
Here's Foster. Covered by Mitchell. He gets it in there.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Now, here's Mitchell. And he can't jam it through.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Yes, that goes in.
That's an excellent bucket there. Not an easy one. That took some creativity.
Good D by Mitchell. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.